Scrap from Stash book.
Hello scrappers, it's me, it's Claudia from ScrapFromStash, and I'm here today to share with you guys this layout I create for Colorist Studio. I use the amazing May kit. It's called Main Squeeze. I love this kit and I love this layout. I'm pretty sure you guys gonna like it too. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like running late a little bit with this process video. I already posted this layout on my social media, but I feel I need to share with you guys the process video, and maybe you guys can get inspired with my layout, and I hope you guys can get your hands on this kit as well because it's beautiful. So my first idea was using this mint cardstock as my background, but when I was playing with the other papers, I felt I could use other pattern paper that came on the kit as my background too, or part of my background, because I have like more layers of pattern paper on this layout. What I love to do it, I find out I love playing with multiple pattern papers on my layouts, but I want to have that little piece of white cardstock just to break all the patterns I already have. And I'm going to cut a little piece of the checkered paper, just because I thought it was so beautiful and I don't want wasted, and I want maybe use then the stripe later in other layout. I'm already like planning the others to come. And yeah, and here I'm playing with the fabric fabric ribbons that came on the kit. I love them, and I like looking back my process video now, I wish I use more of that on my layout. So here I am gluing down the checkered paper with the florals, and then I'm placing the white cardstock in place. I put like just like a thin layer of foam on the back of that white, just to create a little like dimension. And here I'm going to create the other, the other part of my layout. If you look on the sketch, you have that other layer right there behind the pictures. The layout is based on a bunch of grid pictures, and I love it. I love to use more than one pictures of my layout. I normally use like 2 or 3, but I love when I have the opportunity to use a lot of pictures, as I did on this layout. And I also add one big one on the side by the journaling spot. I like it, and I'm using these pictures of a day like my mother-in-law and we went on a picnic by the lake close to our house. Was super cute day. Like I think was like right after when we moved to Texas, was summer. I remember this day was super hot, but was really nice by the water. As you guys, if you guys already have a look on this make it from Colorist Studio, has a lot of like spring vibes, but for me there's a lot of picnic vibes, and I'm very excited because we live very close to a lake, so we do a lot of picnics, my boy and I have a lot of pictures, so I'm very excited to use this kit for Colorist Studio. Here I just back my pictures with white cardstock, just to them to stand out on these busy patterns, and I think works perfect. And I put like dimensions on them. I put the dimensions on the white cardstock, on the other pattern paper that I use the old Martha Stewart punch border to create those flowers on the border. And I also put dimensions on the pictures. I use a lot of dimension on this layout. I don't know if you guys can tell, I love dimensions on my pages. So there is where I put the fabric ribbon on my layout, but I wish I had used more because it will be kind of covered up. But lesson learned, next time I will use more, just you know, for the fact that it will be covered some. And here I decided to the journaling spot was blending too much on the checkered pattern, so I decided to use that green color just to stand out the journaling spot and give a little bit more, like, you know, separate a little bit of the other patterns, and I think works great. It was the green tag was a little smaller for the journaling spot, so I just cut and I did some fixing like you guys saw on the camera, just to give like that little border on the side. I'm gluing this super cute yellow heart that came on the acrylic piece, and I was thinking using the family life as my title, the acrylic piece. I love the font on that acrylic piece, but you guys gonna saw I'm going to use a lot of elements that have like words and phrases, so I thought it was like too much of a reading on my page, so I decided to change my idea and don't use the acrylic piece as a title. I actually going to use that piece, circle piece that I'm gluing now as my main title, I would say. But also that Sweet Moments can be seen as a title, I think. And here, yeah, I'm putting some dimension on that Sweet Moments, and on that Squeeze Some Joy I put a little dimension too on the top. And here I was trying to figure out where else I could use the fabric ribbons, because I love them. If you guys know Colorist Studio, that I always have those fabric pieces and I love them. So here I'm looking more elements on the kit that I can use to embellish my page. I love those windmill, you say, right? Help me with my English here. I think that little thing next to my title is called windmill, and I'm just adding some foam on the side of my journaling spot because it was kind of like uneven, you know, because I have all the dimension on the other parts of my page and it was kind of crooked, so I add some more to make it even. And here I'm choosing the phrases from the stickers, the phrases that can work as, like, you know, telling the story of that day or something. And I was, you know, trying to figure out which ones. There I thought was too busy, so it was kind of like too much, so I went just with like 3 phrases, and I actually, one was super long one, so I cut it and make you know, in 2 parts. I already told you guys how much I love this kit. I'm so excited for my next layouts. I already have like pictures, ideas. You guys don't have idea. I think this kit will be the kit that I use it up at all, because I'm like so amazed with like how much pictures I have that will work super good with this kit. Here I'm adding those little florals on the side. I was going to use the, you know, I didn't want to use the fruits and like lemons and strawberries and things like that I have on this collection, because I have pictures with my boy and I doing the picnics, like I mentioned like many times on this video already. But I want to save those elements for those layouts, so that's why I went more with like florals and things like that for this kit. Here I'm using the thread. Those threads are for my stash. I think the green one I'm going to put on the top of the thread. Yeah, there we go, you guys see it. I get from you know, like sometimes they have threads single on the fabric ribbons, and I use them to create those little threads elements that I love to use on my page. I think this give like a little bit of color, and also, you know, how I would say, like, use up the space that you feel kind of empty, but don't get too busy. If you guys understand what I'm saying, I hope so. There I added those super cute hearts. I'm going to add one on the bottom too by the Sweet Moments, and the little flowers. I'm adding some thread on that top corner too. I normally add the threads on 3 spots. Hey guys, I'm sorry for this part. The lighting kind of like went wrong on this one. It's because I filmed this video in a couple days, and we were having raining days here where I live, so the light sometimes was like not the best. I try to fix with the filters, but sometimes it's hard to do that. I added super cute like white acrylic flowers that came on the acrylic kits too on the side of there. And I think now I'm getting close to the end. Oh yeah, and then I decided to add those wood flowers, just because, you know, like if you see on my pictures, we were sitting by the lake on like those the sand, and I thought those flowers work perfect for you know, for that the scene on my pictures. I think they, you know, they get together with my pictures, colors and stuff. I think it's perfect, and I just tucked on the corners, just the little details. And here I'm showing you guys close. My page is done. I love it. I love to use that old Martha Stewart flower punch too. It's nice. I love it. I love all the dimensions and all the details on this picture. I'm going to link below the Color Rush Studio website, and I hope you guys can get your hands on it, and I hope I could inspire you today with my video. Here is the sketch again, and I hope see you guys on the next video. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you have any question, or if you don't understand something that I said. I will be more than happy to answer you all. Thank you so much, and see you on the next layout. Bye.
ScrapFromStash.